All right, let's journey high up into the Himalayas, to a place where myth, history, and just an absolutely breathtaking landscape all come together. Today we're diving into the story of the sacred Shri Naina Devi temple, a place that, believe it or not, was born from a goddess's gaze.
So, how exactly does a goddess's eyes create a sacred mountain? I mean, that's the question, right? It's at the very heart of why this place even exists. And the answer? Well, it's a pretty epic story. It's the reason millions of people make the journey to this sacred mountain every single year.
Okay, so the legend behind this is it's pretty intense, and it's cosmic in scale. The story goes that Lord Shiva was grieving, carrying the body of his consort, Sati. To bring him back from his grief, Lord Vishnu stepped in. He used his divine discus, and Sati's body was scattered across the Indian subcontinent. Now each spot where a part landed became sacred, and right here, on this very mountain, this is where her eyes, her Naina, fell, and that's how this place became holy ground.
So let's dive deeper into that. We're going to unpack this incredible origin story, the myth that really gives this temple its entire identity.
And this brings us to a really important idea, the Shakti Peeth. So what is that? Think of them as epicenters of divine feminine energy, or Shakti. Since Sati's eyes fell here, Naina Devi became a place all about divine vision, about protection. It's considered a supreme seat of feminine power. Makes sense, right?
Okay, so we have the myth. Now let's talk about the actual, physical journey. Because believe me, getting up to this sacred summit is every bit as dramatic as the story behind it.
I mean, just picture this setting. It's absolutely stunning. The temple is perched right up on a ridge in the Shivalik Hills, and it looks out over this massive, man-made lake called Gobind Sagar. And, this spot wasn't just chosen for the views. For centuries, the temple's flag was like a beacon, literally guiding pilgrims making their way up from the plains below.
And yeah, we're talking about a serious climb. The temple is up there, at about 1,200 meters. That's nearly 4,000 feet above sea level. But see, this height isn't just a number on a map. In the sacred geography of the Himalayas, climbing higher literally means getting closer to the divine.
So how do you actually get up there? Well, you've got a choice, and it really shows this cool mix of the ancient and the modern. You can go the traditional route, the path of devotion, and climb about 750 stone steps. Or you can take the modern ride. There's a scenic ropeway they put in not too long ago that gives you these unbelievable panoramic views.
All right, so imagine we've made it. We're at the summit. Now we can really start to explore the stories that are etched right into the temple's stones. We're talking about a history that goes back more than 1,000 years. So, the story of the temple itself kicks off way back in the 8th century. It's said to have been built by a ruler named Raja Bir Chand. Later on, during medieval times, its location, being so isolated and high up, made it a perfect refuge. As time went on, its fame just grew and grew, and by the 20th century, they had to do some major expansions just to handle all the pilgrims coming in.
But it's not just about that grand cosmic myth. There's also this really wonderful local legend. It's about a shepherd. His name was Naina, and he noticed his cows would go to this one particular stone and just release their milk. That's how he discovered the goddess's presence. It's such a beautiful, personal story that really connects the divine to everyday life.
But here's the thing. This temple isn't just some historical monument gathering dust. No way. It's a vibrant, living, breathing center of faith. So what's it actually like there today?
Well, this place is absolutely buzzing with activity all year round. The Navatriti festivals, that's when you get the biggest crowds for sure. But there are also huge regional fairs like the Shravanashtami fair. And of course, the beautiful daily rituals, the arti, happen every morning and evening. It's just a place of constant celebration and devotion.
And its importance goes way beyond just its own hilltop. Naina Devi is actually a key stop on what's known as the North India Devi Circuit. Think of it like a sacred road trip, a pilgrimage that connects several of the most important goddess shrines in the whole region.
So, for pilgrims who are on this journey, visiting Naina Devi is just one part of it. They'll also go to other incredibly powerful sites like Jwalamukhi, Chinpurni, and Kangra Devi. Altogether, these temples form this powerful spiritual network that's just immensely significant for millions of people.
Okay, and get this. Here's a really fascinating detail that brings our whole story full circle. One of the most common offerings that devotees bring to the temple is a pair of silver or gold eyes.
This is a modern act of worship, but it's a direct link back to that foundational myth of Sati's eyes. It's this beautiful symbol of gratitude for vision, not just physical sight, but spiritual insight too.
So when you put all of this together, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What is the real power of a place like this, where myth and history and nature just come together so perfectly?
So, to wrap it all up, what are our key takeaways here? Well, Naina Devi is a sacred site born from that powerful myth of Sati's eyes. It's in this dramatic, stunning location, perched 1,200 meters high. It's a historical landmark with roots that go all the way back to the 8th century. And, most importantly, it is a living, breathing center of faith today. It's just this perfect meeting point of the divine, the natural, and the human. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey.